Okay, 7.2 techniques for solving exponential equation. So there is a half-life equation that I want you to pay attention to. What is a half-life? If you have any radioactive sample like uranium, it will radiate some particle away. As it radiates, the mass will decrease. The mass of the substance decrease over the time because this mass will be reduced. How? By radiating the particle out of itself. So here is the radioactive material. Of course, the mass will decrease over the time. And this is the equation that describe this fact that the A is amount of the radioactive material at time t. A0 is initial amount of radioactive material you have. 1/2 is the base and T is the time. H is half-life. Okay, what is the half-life? Half-life is amount of the time that it takes for radioactive material to decay to its or half of its original. I'm gonna prove that to you. Let's say amount A become half of the original. It means instead of the A, I put A0 divided by 2 equal to A0 1/2 power of T over H, right? See, I want to see the time that it takes for material to decay to the half of original, right? A0 and A0 will cancel from both sides, and 1/2 is equal to 1/2 to the power of T over H, right? As you see, both sides has the same base, so the power should be the same. So T over H should be equal to 1, basically equal to 1. Therefore, H to the other side, T is equal to H. T, H is amount of the time that takes for your material to decay to half of original. So means the H is half-life. Any question?
No.
And A0 should be initial amount. Why? Because let's say you want to find amount at time is equal to 0, right? I'm just proof that to you. Amount at time equal to 0 is going to be A0 1/2, and instead of the time you put 0, 0 over H. You know, 0 over H is 0. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. So this is going to be A0. So I showed that at initial time, when the time is 0, the amount of your material is A0. So A0 represents the original amount of material you have. Okay. So here is an example. An initial amount of the plutonium is 100 grams. Means this is A0. A0 is 100 milligram. Is placed in nuclear chamber after 1 minute. This is the time. 1 minute. Time is 1. It decays to 80. So 80 is A. Is 80 the amount that is after time T. I just put that in this equation. So A is going to be 0.8. I'm putting everything in a gram, right? So instead of the amount, you put 80 milligram. A0 is 100 milligram. And the time is 1. First, you need to move this one to the other side. So both sides divided by what? Divided by 100. 80 divided by 100 is 0.8. So the 100 here is disappeared because you divided that. Now, you want to rearrange for this power, right? I showed you last time you put, you have, let's say 0.8. equal to 1 over 2 to the power of 1 over h. So you want to find out the power, you have to put the log in front of both sides. Then you say power in front. It's going to be 1 over h in front, log 1 over 2, we have there, and log 0.8. So I need to rearrange for h. I bring with h to the other side and the log a to the other side. So h to the other side go in numerator. Log 0.8 to the other side go into the denominator, right? Divided by log 0.8. You can put that in the calculator and the time gonna be 31 minutes, 3.1 minutes. Any question?
No.
Okay, how long does it take for the plutonium to decay to amount of 45? So means instead of the A, you put what? 45. Here, the initial is 100. It's a typo here. The initial amount is 100. We got the half-life from the previous step, right? T divided by H was 3.1. Make sure the time and the half-life has the same unit. If this is second, it's going to be second. If this is minute, it's going to be minutes. If this is hour, it's going to be hours. So they have the same unit because the power should be unitless. So divide both sides by 100. So this 45 divided by 100, you do, and this will be 0.45. You put the log in front of both sides. You bring the power in front. Then you rearrange for time. Just select that because it's a typo here. It should be 0.45. Then you use your calculator, give you the time it takes for 80 to decay to 4,500 milligram, decay to 45 milligram. Okay, now there are some equations that you can solve. See, 4 power 2x minus 1 equal to 3 power x plus 2. As you see, the base from both sides are not the same. They are not same. You cannot convert them to each other. You cannot have a same base at two sides. So you have to use a different strategy than before. What you do, you put the log in front of both sides. Say put log here and log here. Then power in front. The power here is 2x minus 1. You put it in bracket in front. The same thing, x plus 2 as a power, you go in front. Then you need to expand it. 2x multiplied by log 4 is 2x log 4. Negative 1 multiplied by log 4 is negative log 4. And you expand at the other side. X multiplied by log 3 is x log 3. 2 multiplied by log 3 is 2 log 3. Now you bring all of the x, the term that contain x in one side, and all of the term in with numbers at the other side. So you keep it here, you bring x log 3 to the other side, become negative x log 3. Also, the log 4 is just number, you have to put it at the other side. It's negative log 4 to the other side, become positive log 4. And you keep 2 log 3 here. Now you factor out x from these two terms that has x. You factor x, so this term without x is 2 log 4 minus log 3. Then you want to rearrange for x, means this bracket you need to divide both sides by this bracket. Basically, it's going to the denominator at the other side. So it's 2 log 4 minus log 3 will be in denominator. This is an exact answer solution. You can put that in the calculator and you give me the solution as a number. Any question?
No.
Okay, so here is another one, the same thing. 7, 3x plus 2 equal to 3x plus 1. Both sides, you do not have the same base. That's why you have to put the log in front of both sides. bring the power in front, expand it, expand both sides, bring x term to one side, factor out x, and isolate for x. Okay, let's just do this one together. Another type of question you might get is this: 2 power x minus 2 power x minus 2 power negative x equal to 4. First things I want to do, I don't like this negative power. If I multiply all of this term by 2 power x, I can get rid of this negative power, right? Because then 2x multiplied by 2 power negative x is 2x multiplied by 2 to the power of negative x. So you have a same base. You just add the powers, right? Is x plus negative x. What is the x plus negative x? It's 0, right? Basically, it's 2 to the power of 0, and you know any number to the power of 0 is 1. So I'm going to multiply also 2 power x multiplied by 2 power x multiplied by 2 power x. You have the same base. When you have same base, you add the power x plus x. X plus x is 2 to the power of x plus x is 2x. So I'm going to do that. 2x multiplied by 2 power x. I just showed that. This is 2 to the power of 2x. 2 power negative x multiplied by 2 power x is 2 to the power 0, which is 1. I showed that this is 1. Equal to 4 multiplied by 2 power x. You have to multiply this 2 power x by each term you see here. Yeah, make sure this by that, every term that you see here by this. Now I'm gonna bring everything one side. So it's 2 power 2x minus 4 to the power of 2 to the power of x minus 1 equal to 0. So this is like a quadratic formula. How? See, this is the first term is 2 power x, then to the power of 2. See, 2 successive power is multiplied, right? Means this is the same as saying 2 to the power of 2x. No difference. Here is 2x. Here minus 1. So instead of the 2 to the power of x, I can put y, right? Or k, or any letter you want. So this becomes y to the power of 2 minus 4y minus 1. And see, this is quadratic. If I want to do that, I can use a quadratic formula. What was the quadratic formula for you to remind you is ax power 2 plus bx plus c is 0. This is a quadratic equation. If I want to find two solutions, x1 and x2, what was it? Is negative b, negative coefficient of the x, plus minus a square root of b power 2 minus 4ac. A is the coefficient of the a, x power 2, and c is the constant, divided by 2a. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. So the coefficient of the a here is what? 1. B here is negative 4. C is negative 1. So basically, you have to answer y1 and y2. Negative b means it's negative 4. Negative of that is positive 4. Plus minus square root. B power 2 is 16 minus 4. A, C is negative 1 divided by 2a, 2 multiplied by 1. So it's 4 plus minus a square root of 20 divided by 2. So make sure square root of 20 is 4 multiplied by 5, right? So basically it's saying is a square root of 4 multiplied by a square root of 5. And you know square root of 4 is 2. So it's going to be 2 square root of 5. And instead of that, I can write 4 plus minus 2 square root of 5 divided by 2. So I can divide each term by 2, right? 4 divided by 2 is 2 plus minus 2 divided by 2 is 1. So just a square root of 5 here. So this is 2 answers I have for y1 and y2. I'm going to write it here. So y1 is equal to 2 plus square root of 5, and y2 is equal to 2 minus the square root of 5. Remember, what was the y? The y was 2 power x. So instead of the y, I put 2 power x equal to 2 plus the square root of 5. And here again, 2 power x equal to 2 minus the square root of 5. Be careful, 2 minus the square root of 5 is a negative number. How do I know? Because the square root of 5 is a greater, is kind of 2 point something. 2 minus 2 point, let's say half, is what? Is a negative. You know the exponent is always positive. You remember that exponential function is just above the x-axis, right? So it's always positive. So you don't have any answer from that because at the other side is negative. 2 power x is always positive. So it's impossible that a positive number to be equal to a negative number. But here both sides is positive, so I can solve for x. How? You just put the log in front of both sides. Here I put log here in front of that. And I put the log in front of the other side. I put that in bracket. I can bring the power in front. It's going to be x log 2 equal to, it is equal to log 2 plus the square root of 5. Then I need to isolate for x. So x equal to log 2 plus a square root of 5 divided by what? Divided by log 2. Any question?
No.
I'm gonna erase this perhaps. Now for the worksheet. This is techniques for solving exponential equation worksheet. You do question number 1. Question number 2, you can do C and H. Question number 3. Question number 4C. Question number 5. Yeah, that's it.